Price of fame.
It's lonely at the top.
And welcome to the Price of Fame,
where we talk about fashion, art, music,
and entertainment.
It's Savage Rogers.
I'm Mike Vegas.
And welcome to the Fame.
Yeah. It's good, man.
Yeah, it was good.
Same old, man.
It's masked up today.
Yeah, man. A lot of people need to be masked up right now.
Yeah? Is that right?
Yeah.
Mask and gloves.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
Who need to have that mask on?
Drake.
Aubrey Graham.
Oh my God, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what's so crazy? I like Drake, man.
I know you do.
I do like Drake. I do.
That's why I think our dynamic on this topic always fits so well. Because you like him, and then I'm not too much of a big fan. But I can respect his hard work.
I like Drake, but I just feel like, dang, man. You're going too far, man.
Yeah, because first it was a suit, right?
What is the real reason?
Right.
What is the reasoning behind what you're doing?
In my opinion, I feel like it's like almost a thing like when you lose and you can't accept it, so you got to figure out a way to even it out to where it don't look like you took a L.
Or is it deeper than just the battle? Maybe he didn't like his contract. He's just trying to get out of the deal.
Could be, but I think his contract, I think they was offering him like an insane amount of money.
Yeah, but I mean, money and contract, like you might have me for 10 years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I could have made way more money. You know what I'm saying? With some dudes in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, but if that was the case, then he could have sued them before this came out. So.
Nah, but I mean, this could be like the catalyst to him.
So now that original lawsuit is dropped. So the original lawsuit got dropped. So now the lawsuit is about defamation. So he's saying that UMG defamated his character by letting another artist call him a pedophile to destroy his character so that it can destroy his reputation.
Yeah, but in all fairness, what did you say about him?
Right. It was a back and forth.
I mean, come on, man. I don't think any judge, I allowed him to do that. Right. I allowed him to do that, but I allowed you to say some things too. So you should be allowed to say whatever you want to say.
Right.
But he can't.
Right.
Come on now.
I mean, it's rap music. Like, like we know how the culture of rap
honestly,
is.
this battling thing is going too far, man. Like I've never seen R&B artists battle. You know what I'm saying?
Except on Versus, remember that?
Well, that's crazy. But you know what I'm saying?
Tim and Swizz Beatz.
That's crazy.
Had them battling in the pandemic.
I mean, it's insane, man. You guys are making too much money to be going back and forth.
Yeah,
and
I mean, it's just the culture of hip hop. We are,
yeah, but it's not productive, man.
Yeah, I mean, you from
somebody
the Bronx. You know how they
win,
used to do it in the park.
Lose. But either way, you lose because his fans are not gonna like you. Maybe they never did like you.
Right.
Your fans ain't gonna like him, and maybe they never did like him. But either way, you're gonna lose.
It kind of splits a bit. It's gonna split people up.
That's not cool. I really feel like it should be on some. Get your money, man. Make your music.
But that's almost like with anything. You go to sports, you know what I mean? They battle each other in sports. Like, it's human nature to be competitive. I think that's what it is.
Yeah. But sports is a little different, though, right?
Yeah, and then, they're getting paid to that's all they're getting paid to do is go back and forth to compete.
Yeah, they're getting paid to compete.
And I think that hip-hop music is still an element of competition in it, where people... You want to, just us in general, you step out, you want to feel like I'm dressed the best. It's just our culture. Like I'm flyer than everybody. You step out, I'm stronger than everybody. I can beat everybody up. So if you're a rapper, you're like, I'm the nicest rapper, especially if you've been hot for that long. You feel like nobody can touch me. I'm the best that ever did this.
But didn't Drake say he beat on his girlfriend or wife or whatever?
I mean, yeah, he said, he put that in in the lyrics about.
So you being a pedophile, and
that's kind of defamation too.
Abuser.
Well, I guess
it's two of the same,
right? Because can you prove that I abused my wife? Like, is it?
I can't prove that you did that either.
Can you prove that you said that one of my kids is my manager's child?
Yo,
like
that's crazy.
So, one of them babies might be Dave
You're
Freeze.
reaching, Drake. You're reaching. Like, that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
You gotta chill.
And UMG is a machine. I don't know if one artist, no matter who it is, I don't know if one artist would be able to stop a machine like that. That any machine that's that big is they're not gonna take a loss. That machine's gonna feel some type of way. Whether it's like Diageo with the Ciroc, with the Diddy thing, and you know what I mean? Like, so anybody that has to take a loss that big and pay you out, they're not letting it go. Because they're the machine. They're like, we do the same things for you that we do for everybody.
Was that 100 million guaranteed?
It was 400 million. I don't know.
400 million.
400 million.
Was it guaranteed?
I don't know if it was guaranteed. Like, I don't know the logistics or like how, the deal was broken down.
Because listen, these lawyers are so nice, man.
Right.
Lawyers are so nice.
Right.
They
You
look
don't know.
any
Right.
type of loophole to get them out of
Right.
paying you the rest of that
Right.
money.
So it could have been like, hey, this is a loophole in this contract. If we do this, we guarantee this amount of money if we can prove this.
Yeah.
So it could have been like that.
I mean, you never know. I mean, I'm not saying he
never
did that, but I'm just saying, like, people sign contracts like, yo, he signed a $750 million
Right.
deal for 5 years. But if he do one thing, I mean, any allegation, anything, it voids that contract.
Right.
We don't have to pay him. And we made whatever amount of millions
Right.
off of him already.
Well, I think that's what he's trying to say too. He's like, UMG put it out because it damaged his reputation, which would make him be signed because I don't think he signed the contract yet. So they're saying it can lower it can lower his contract because now you aren't the top artist anymore. This other artist that you battle is the top artist in the world now.
Well, if you knew you was about to sign a deal, why did you start a battle?
Exactly. I wouldn't have said nothing.
Don't
But again, I think the egos come into play. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Like with our man's, 50 and jaw again. You know what I mean? If nobody would have said nothing back in the first place, we still would have been hearing Shanti and Ja Rule records.
Yeah.
Or we might not have been hearing him this long, but he's definitely been solidified. Like we would have been like, oh, Ja Rule's a legend.
He still is a legend.
Had that battle not happen.
You think Ja Rule's a legend?
I believe he is, but what I'm saying is like the younger generation, they know 50 Cent is 50 Cent. Ja Rule is
true.
not Ja Rule to them.
No,
they weren't around for that height, you know what I mean? So they just hear the hits after. 50 Cent is still the 50 Cent. He's still out here. He's still active. He got movies going on. He's doing like so many things.
But he reinvented himself.
Yeah, but had that battle not happened, Rule might have invented himself 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
He kind of like smudged his name. Like and he was on top at that time. So if I was him, I kind of, so again, I think the ego sometimes make you go like back and forth. Like, bro, who does this guy think? Let me put this guy in his place. But sometimes, like you said, if you're getting a certain amount of money, and you at this point you done transition into like an ultimate pop star, you might not want to get into those antics.
Yeah.
You might want to stay clear of that.
I would be like, yeah, go ahead. Say what you want to say. It'll die out. I don't care.
Or either I can still make records like I always make, sneak diss records or whatever, you know what I mean? Instead of going directly at you. Say little things in my hit records.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's a good thing, though. Either way.
Nah, either way. It's
Go
like
after Universal, it's not a good thing.
Yeah.
In that way, you know what I'm saying? To make a lawsuit public like that, that's crazy.
It's crazy.
That's just...
I've never seen an artist do that.
Nah, I've never seen an artist do that.
Right.
I'm trying to think. Artists do go after their label, though.
Do they?
Yeah. Not all artists, but a lot of artists do.
I'm trying to think if I've seen an artist like where an artist sued the label for something other than money they were owed. So I've seen them go after a label for like, you owe me this amount of money.
Yeah.
Which a lot of times they were wrong because they just didn't understand how their contract was set up. But I've really never seen artists go at a record label for defamation. Not a rap artist anyway,
I mean, nah. It's not in their best interest to. See, I don't know what label Kendrick is signed to.
Whatever label he's signed to, I think that's
It's
also
under
signed
the
to
umbrella
UMG.
of UMG.
Right.
So this label's over here. This label's over here. You're under the same umbrella. Universal is the parent, right? So
Right.
I'm not thinking Universal would be like, yo, listen, don't let them say that because it's gonna damage Drake. They might get involved, but I
Right.
mean, they're so big. I mean,
But it's so big that, like, artists, they put out music. Oh, it's a hit song. He got a hit. He got a hit. We making more money.
yeah. What you think, Paul?
I agree. I feel like, and by the way, Kendrick is signed to TDE. You know what I'm saying? Aftermath, and then that's Universal. But I think it's too much because when he was doing diss records for Meek Mills and so many other artists, we didn't have that problem.
And we was going back to back.
Yeah,
Going back to back.
that's true.
He turned into a hit, just like Kendrick turned, Not Like Us into a hit.
Right.
He turned a diss record into an anthem.
Yeah,
Yeah. And then there's something else in the suit too, allegedly in the new lawsuit. You know what I mean? I guess that like his whole team feels like that's the reason Kendrick got the Super Bowl because of UMG. Like they had something to do with that also.
yeah. I mean, look, it is politics, right? Politics
Right.
still play a part in a lot of things, right? But he did have the hottest record,
Right.
out. He's hot right now. Like what record can you say right now that was bigger than his record
Right. For the year.
for the year?
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Nothing last
anything.
year. I can't think of nothing last year that was like
No.
bigger than that record.
No.
That
So
record was
far.
huge.
Yeah.
Regardless of if they put bots on it or if they paid radio or if they paid iHeart or
Exactly.
Spotify or whatever.
Yeah.
There was no record that was bigger than that record.
Huh.
And this is just from hearing people ride past the cars that had it blazing. Like normal people were talking about the record
But you know what's
all
so
over
crazy?
social media.
If that's the case, right, and they use bots or whatever they use, what do they use on your record?
Right. They use it for everybody. If they use it for you,
If
they
that's
use
their
it for
normal
me.
practices, right?
Right.
What do they use for your record?
Right. Because I need to boost all of my artists because I need to see this return at the
Exactly.
end of the year. Right.
So I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know what to think about that. one.
UMG is a huge label. Like, they have so many other, even genres of music.
Yeah.
Where they have huge artists, worldwide artists on these,
Yeah.
that I don't think that they like, oh, let's just pit these two artists against each other so we can make the downfall for one of them.
Don't
So
make
that's
no
gonna
sense.
that's gonna be a tough mountain to climb. That's gonna be a tough lawsuit to win. It is.
I agree.
I don't know, man. The only people that's gonna win in this situation is the lawyers.
Yeah, because they're gonna get paid.
They're gonna be paid regardless. Win or
Right.
lose, they're gonna get paid.
Yeah. And Kendrick don't have to pay a dime. It's gonna be UMG's lawyers and it's gonna be Drake's lawyers.
Yeah. Crazy. But I mean, yo, listen. It's not a productive situation. If I had an artist, I would never want them to battle anybody.
Right.
Stay away from that, man.
Right, if you can. Sometimes, sometimes you got to put on that face mask. You got to put them black gloves on.
Nah, you can
And you
stay
gotta,
away from that. You don't have to get involved with that.
Sometimes you got to get grimy on them.
Think so?
Nah, I really don't think so.
You don't stop the money, man.
If
You don't
if
stop
I-
that train,
If
man.
I had an artist, right? Now, me being a true fan of hip hop, I want to see the battle. Like I want to hear the lyrics. I want to see who's the best lyrical wordsmith. Who got the wittiest comebacks. That's me as like a hip hop fan.
Mm-hmm.
Now, me as the record label owner, I don't want you battling nobody. I just want to keep making these hit records.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into something to where we're going to stop losing money because you're feeding your family. I'm feeding my family. We feeding everybody that
We
works
living good
under
over
this
here,
roof.
man. Why you want to stop that?
It's 100 people.
Why you want to stop that? Because of your ego and your couple of your homeboys in the studios telling him, yo, did you hear what he said about you? You're an idiot, man.
The culture. That's how we do.
The culture will leave you dry.
It's like me. I was bench pressing the
culture
other
don't care
day,
nothing about you,
and I
man.
looked over and some dude was doing 2 plates. I said, "Oh, he pressing. Let me throw an extra plate up there." So me, I said, "I'm a bench press. The 345s, 645s on it." And I got it off the rack. Boom! I threw it in the air, and I looked over, and then I thought about it, and I said, "If I bring this down to my chest, I ain't getting it back up." And I set it back up. And I put it back on the rack.
Yeah,
But sometimes,
Yeah.
it'll play tricks on you. Like, hey, this dude, he's trying to, you think he better than me? Let me show him what I can do. I thought about it. Boom, I threw it in the air. I said, I'm going to hurt myself. Boom. And that's what Drake should have thought when he did it.
I think the best way to win a battle is to win with music.
Right.
You try to play me. I'm gonna show you. I gonna put out another number one
Well, I mean, that's what
And another
he's been
number
doing
one.
for so long.
and another number one.
Yeah.
Stay away from that, man.
But I think that's what happened. When you feel like you're the hottest ever, you feel like you can almost do anything. And it's like no stopping you. Like you're untouchable. The untouchable.
Anybody could be stopped.
Untouchable DJs. Executive Decision 2 is coming up. Executive Decision 2 is coming
Yeah,
up.
exactly.
So you feel untouchable at a certain point.
Everybody has a shelf life, man. Everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone has a shelf life.
Yeah, well, you got to transition into something else a lot of times.
Sometimes you can't.
You're not going to be the hottest in whatever that is.
That's
for
why you
the
got
face man for
50 had a shelf life in music,
Right.
and then he transitioned into TV shows and movies, right? He's still making music.
He still makes
doing
music. He still does tours
but
off his old music.
But the music is secondary. Movies and TV shows
Right.
are primary. As far as Drake, he should have just. I would have avoided that, man.
Yeah, for as long as possible, you know.
Because the more you do this, the more people are going to look at. Because people want to hate on him anyway.
It's true.
So
People
when
don't
you
like
do
him
things
anyway.
like that, they're gonna be. See, I told you.
He's
I
from
told you.
Canada. Yeah, there's so many things you can
I told
hate
you. He's
on him
from
about.
Canada. That's how Canada
There's
people,
there's
Canadian
so many
people
things
act.
you can, yeah.
They're gonna hate on him regardless, man.
They're gonna hate on the 30 accent. They're gonna
They-
hate on
yeah,
his
they're gonna
mom
hate
is
on it.
Jewish.
Yep.
They're gonna hate on you didn't grow up rough like us. Like
He's
just
not
everything.
black.
So, yeah,
He's
yeah,
not
so,
black. He's come on. I'm like, come on.
Yeah, so you got to move a certain way.
Yeah, you gotta, you know, make another hit.
Right.
Make another hit. That's it. If you keep making hits,
So do you think he's gonna win that lawsuit?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I don't think so. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be something that they're gonna.
And you're looking like a, I don't know. You're looking real crazy. Man.
Yeah, I think they're gonna try to brush it under the rug though, like to make it just seem like it was like, oh, we agreed on something, and But then you never know. UMG, they might take it personal because now it's a second lawsuit. The first one got dropped, and now you're suing me for something else. So they might take it personal, and that's like you don't want that machine going after your career.
If you bring a lawsuit like that against someone, you better have your ducks in a row. Man.
Yeah, for sure.
You just can't make accusations like that.
Yeah.
And he said payola, right?
Yeah, it said payola lawsuit. Well, the payola one got dropped.
Okay, so what's this one about?
So this one's about defamation.
See, you reaching, man. You wasting money now.
Yeah, and
time.
And he was saying I think it was like 30,000, I guess. 30,000 extra streams. He said they use bots and stuff to help with the defamation.
How did he know that?
He said they have evidence of them doing that.
How do you have evidence?
I don't know how his team has evidence. But then again, I don't think if UMG is doing that, I don't think they would admit that. But they would have to admit they're doing it for everybody, including you.
That means if you have evidence, that means you know who they pay.
Right, you know what they do.
And then that person has to prove. That person has to admit.
Right.
Doing that for that person.
Right. It turns into like a whole chasing a paper trail. It turns into like a long drawn out thing.
Yeah.
I would have just left it alone. Me?
Because payola is illegal. Well, not payola, defamation.
Right.
Defamation. Defamation, I don't know, man.
Me, I would have, say me and you got in a battle. We went back and forth. Mm-hmm. I lost. Mm-hmm. I got so many fans that didn't think I lost.
Yeah.
So I'm next month I'm coming with another hit record.
Exactly.
Like I didn't lose. Like I'm not even gonna dwell on it too long.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep coming with more music.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna make it seem like I'm sweating or even if I know I lost. Like, oh, I know I lost. I'm gonna act like I didn't lose.
That's exactly how you should have did it.
Yeah.
Y'all just kept dropping. I would have had new music out. The next week, boom. I would have had some R&B sing on the hook with. We would have been singing together.
Look at Jay. Jay and Nas had a battle. Some people feel like Nas won. Some people feel like Jay won. I feel like Jay won.
I feel like Nas won. See?
You see what I'm saying? But and Jay kept on making music. Nas kept on making music. It kept on going.
Right? And then that was it.
No lawsuits, no nothing.
Nope.
You keep moving.
You keep moving. And then that's the way it doesn't hurt anybody. But I think he thinks it's hurting him because of the pedophilia accusations.
You said my son wasn't mine.
Yeah.
You said that I abused my wife.
Right. And a bunch of other things. They both said a bunch of things about each other.
That's not gangster.
But again, it's a rap battle. That's like, right? That's like if you see I got on that attire for it. If I'm out here and I'm saying I'm drilling, like I'm drilling and I'm killing rappers or whatever the case may be, I can say that all I want until they go find evidence that I actually did this.
Yeah.
So I can say on the record I did what I sold all the cocaine in Manhattan. But until they trace it back to me actually selling cocaine, that's just me saying, oh, it's just music. I ain't even write that.
But
Mike Vegas wrote that.
Do they allow people to use that in court, though? Aren't they allowing people to use that in court?
They're allowing you to use it, but they still have to back it up with facts.
That's true. You're right.
So you can use the evidence, but then I need to be able to go dig up the body in your backyard. You told me on the record that you buried in your backyard.
Yeah.
So I need to have evidence to still back up your claims.
No, you're right.
Yeah. So the records don't mean nothing. You can say whatever. I know you're not getting interrogated in an interrogation room where you're about to sign over, that you committed these crimes.
Yeah.
No, it's you on a record, this art form.
No, you're right.
Which a lot of artists don't even write their material, so it would be easy for me to say, I ain't even write that. So and such wrote this.
Wow, yeah, it's true. You're selling the story, because if that's the case, then every movie that you do, where do you get that information from? And how do you get that information? Did you really do that?
Right, did you really do it? How do you know?
Can we use a movie against you?
Right.
No, it sounds stupid, right?
Right.
So why
Denzel Washington was impersonating a police officer in Training Day.
Exactly.
Alonzo, he needs to go to jail.
Exactly.
I'm putting cases on all you bitches.
Exactly. Come on. That sounds stupid. That sounds crazy.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. Yeah. But, that's the price.
Price of fame.
Where we talk about
fashion, art, music,
and entertainment.
UMG.